सभा में उपस्थित समस्त सदस्यों को मेरा नमस्कार। आज मैं ज़ारा जावेद, मॉडर्न स्कूल बाराखंबा रोड की छात्रा, नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस को श्रद्धांजलि देते हुए आपके समक्ष कुछ स्वरचित पंक्तियां प्रस्तुत करना चाहूँगी। सुभाष चंद्र बोस के चरणों में गाथाएं लिखी जाती हैं। जिस मिट्टी में लहू बहा, आज वही धरती सजी जाती है। कंधे पर तिरंगा, आंखों में आक्रोश था। सत्य की राह पर वह कभी ना थमने वाला जोश था। नफरत नहीं थी, केवल स्वतंत्रता की एक चाह थी। कभी तुम मुझे खून दो, मैं तुम्हें आजादी दूंगा की राह थी। समुद्र की लहरों सा उनकी वीरता का कोई पार ना था। वह व्यक्ति नहीं, एक ज्वाला था जो सुलगता हर अंगार था। राष्ट्र के प्रति अपने प्रेम में वह प्रकाश था। उनके दिल में बसा बस एक सपना, स्वराज का आकाश था। सुभाष चंद्र बोस की जो यात्रा है वह अनंत है, वह कभी नहीं थमी। उनकी राह पे खड़े हम आज भी गर्व से कहते हैं, वह शहीद अमर था, अमर है। आज 77 वर्ष की आज़ादी जीने के बाद भी इस मिट्टी से, इन दीवारों से नेताजी की आवाज़ आती है। गुलामी की बेड़ियां तो उतर गई हैं, लेकिन हमें आज भी उस संघर्ष की याद आती है। हमें आज भी उस संघर्ष की याद आती है। मेरी आज यही आस है कि उनके बलिदान का प्रतीक हर घर में गूंजे। वह हमेशा हमारे दिल में बसे, हमेशा स्वतंत्रता का सूरज चमके।
Good morning to one and all present here. Today, I, Adyasha Divyadarshini Dash of AFBBS, will be presenting my views on Subhash Chandra Bose. Today, we gather here to honor and remember one of the most iconic leaders in the history of our freedom struggle, Subhash Chandra Bose, fondly known as Netaji. Born on January 23rd, 1897 in Cuttack, Odisha, Netaji was a visionary leader who dedicated his life to the independence of India, advocating for armed struggles over peaceful protests. He founded the Indian National Army, that is, the INA, and established the Azad Hind government, demonstrating his unwavering commitment to the freeing India from colonial rule. Although the military efforts of INA did not yield immediate success, they significantly impacted the British Empire, particularly through the trials of its soldiers in 1945, which contributed to the growing unrest that accelerated independence of India in 1947. The legacy of Netaji lies not only in his battles, but also in the inspiration he instilled in millions of Indians to strive for a free and prosperous nation despite the cost. Today, as we remember, we reaffirm our commitment to the ideals for which Netaji once stood: courage, sacrifice, and unyielding determination to see India free from oppression. In the words of Netaji himself, freedom is not given, it is taken. Let us honor his legacy by continuing to fight for a prosperous India, where the spirit of independence and the values for sacrifice, courage, and unity guide us forward, just as they did for Netaji. As we move forward, let us remember that the true essence of freedom lies not only just in the independence, but the creation of a society where justice, equality, and respect for every individual are upheld. Together, let us build a nation that reflects the ideals Netaji once stood for. A nation where the strength of unity and resolve for justice shapes our collective future. Thank you.
One may die for an idea, but that idea, after his death, will incarnate itself into thousands of lives. Good morning, honorable members of the Parliament, teachers, and my fellow students. I am Mirja Meghani of Samemal Jain Public School, Janakpuri, New Delhi. Today, on his 128th birth anniversary, I am here before you all to speak in the honor of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose and to commemorate the exceptional sacrifices he made for the independence of our country. Tum mujhe khoon do, main tumhe azadi dunga, the renowned slogan given by Netaji himself. We celebrate his birth anniversary every year in the form of Parakram Divas, or Courage Day. Subhash Chandra Bose is considered as one of India's most influential freedom fighters with his extraordinary leadership skills and spectacular oration. By raising and leading the first Indian National Army, Azad Hind Fauj, in 1943, he inspired and ignited the flame of freedom within the hearts of millions. Now, let us turn the clock back to 1897, when Netaji was born in Cuttack, Odisha, present-day Kolkata, to Janakinath Bose and Prabhavati Devi. For Netaji, it always seemed as if the patriotic zeal was set inside him at a young age. He would often speak up against racist remarks or discriminative attitude, but this would get him under the list of rebellious Indians. He taught us that with great excellence comes a great prize. When he passed the Indian Civil Services examination in 1920, he had heard about the Jallianwala Bagh massacre and quit his high-paying job, returned to India to join the freedom struggle. This demonstrates his unwavering commitment towards his country. He delivered his words of determination. Freedom is not given, but taken. Unlike the other leaders of his time, Bose was quite against the slow pace of the INC's non-violence resistance. He truly believed that this was the time to take a more aggressive approach. Bose was convinced that with armed forces and diplomatic efforts, it would be easy to shake the British rule right out of India. Bose's leadership of the INA was nothing short of remarkable. Although they could not achieve ultimate victory in the Second World War, the spirit of resistance that he had instilled within each and every one of his soldiers echoed throughout the nation. And this became the mark of India's unyielding resolve to attain independence. Subhash Chandra Bose was more than just a military leader. He had envisioned India to be united and the symbol of justice. His belief in women empowerment, showcased by the Rani of Jhansi regiment, highlighted his progressive mindset, which was way ahead of his time. He said that by freedom, I mean all-rounded freedom. Freedom for men and for women, for individuals and for society, for rich and poor, for everyone and all the classes. His life is a testament of how true leaders should be. They should not be afraid to take risks and to defy conventions. Now, I would like to end my speech by interpreting one of Netaji's slogans as part of Youth of India. Nationalism is inspired by the highest ideals of the human race. Satyam, the truth. Shivam, the God. Sundaram, the beautiful. According to me, I think that this means we as responsible citizens of India must be willing to make sacrifices for our nation, because in order to gain something, we have to lose something. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.